You can't tell me this don't look like it's growing from my scalp.
Let's do another crochet install. Today I'm using hair from Lockbraids. I've got 4 packs of Kinky Curly hair in 20 inches. I've washed them, well I dyed them and washed them. So I dyed it a darker colour from, I dyed it a darker black. So it's like black velvet from Adore, which is what I always dye my bundles with. And it also came with a comb, an edge brush, 2 clips and a crochet hook. And I am loving the green comb because it's just different. I've got a green comb now. I love that for me. And it's the comb that I like the one with this type of thing here and then a rat tail. So I'm gonna be using this comb today. So first things first, as always, I'm starting with the middle part. And to avoid having like that big gap that I see, first I will do a thin diagonal part from the top of my middle part down to my forehead like this.
Please excuse if you see flakes in my hair. I washed my hair and then tried a new product, but I think I used too much and it's gone flaky in my hair.
That's that. Now I'm going to clip away the rest of my hair that's surrounding it. So clip over there. And clip over there. And I'm just going to braid this down towards my forehead. I'm just going to add some more product as I go along, just to keep my hair moisturized during this. You want this braid to be kind of like tight, because this is your middle part. You don't want it to be a loose braid and that your braid will now come out and then you start having problems. So you want this to be quite a tight braid, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm actually going to start from like here and go around just to make sure that there's a braid behind here. Usually I'll just do it like this, but I'm going to do it like round, so just to make sure that there's hair behind the middle part so then we don't have that big gap. So I'm just going to go around like this, just like that. So I started from here, I braided upwards and down here. So now it looks like these two are just joined together, which is exactly the look we're going for. And just go like this. I'm going to braid this section down, but I'm going to start off by joining in this section, so it's going to look like one continuous braid. So now I'm going to do the same on this side, just like that. I've done this side now, so I've got a braid, goes like a reverse L shape on both sides, sort of, but they're all joined together. They're all joined together. So now I'm going to move to buy a nape. Start off by joining this braid to the section, braiding it across, and then I'm going to join in this braid at the end. So I'm just braiding down my nape section, but I'm joining in the braid from the front. Oh, my hairband just came off. Making sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't come loose at any point. Now I've done the middle part braids, the side braids, and my nape braid, and they are all joined together, and I have an end braid on this side. Now for the very, very easy part, I'm just gonna do some braids in the middle and some vertical braids, and now then we are done with the braiding pattern. So I'll just section up the hair here. Now I'm just gonna braid it down. And when I get to about halfway, or whenever I stretch this end braid from the previous braid we did, and I stretch it up, wherever it reaches up to where I'm braiding, that's when I'm going to join it in, because I'm going to keep this flat. If I join it too far down, it'll be bumpy, and we don't want that bump. So I'm going to stretch it up and then join it where it reaches up to keep this flat. So I'm just going to continue that same thing throughout the middle section, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've done all the braids now. Everything is done. I'm just left with my end braid here, and I'm just going to use my crochet hook to tuck this braid into my other braids. And that is us done with the braid pattern. It's all complete. So now it's time to crochet in our extensions. So I'm going to install the crochet extensions now. And it's super easy, super easy. This is what it looks like. This is the quality of the hair. It does look quite full on both sides, so that's good. It's still a bit wet because obviously, like I said before, I dyed it and I've washed it. So they are still a bit wet right now, but it looks okay. So this is what it will look like dry on both sides. So to install these extensions now, just wanna insert your hook into your braid. Grab the crochet extensions with the hook by the thread in the middle. The thread is what's gonna keep it secure onto your braid. And then you're gonna make a knot, either pulling one strand through or both strands through. And you're gonna make sure that the knot, either way you do it, you wanna make sure the knot is at the thread and not at the hair. If the knot is at the hair, then you're likely will be able to just pull it out easily or brush it out. So that's why you wanna make sure that the knot is at the thread. I like to leave about a centimetre gap throughout. And I'm aiming to have some hair left over so that I can fill in any gaps that there will be. So I like to do my middle part first, then my sides, then my nape, and then I fill in the rest of the braids. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So this is what the middle part's looking like without me actually doing anything apart from just installing the extensions. This is very like natural looking. There's probably some gaps there because, like I said, I just want to make sure that I have some hair left over. But that's all that done now. So I've just got the middle to do, and then we'll see what gaps there are. But we'll be done with installing our extensions. Okay, so now all of my extensions are in, and I'm hoping there's no gaps. But if there is, I've still got like majority of a bundle left. So if there's any gaps, I can fill it in. This is how it's looking. Very full, I'll definitely say that. It's a lot of hair.
Yeah, this hair is very full, so let's see what it looks like when I define the curls. So right now I'm just spraying the hair with my water and conditioner mix, and I like to work in sections because it just gets the curls a bit more defined, and it's also just easier to work with. Now I'm adding some conditioner. You guys know I don't always use this conditioner like the other one I like to use. That's like £1 from Savers, but I need to stock up on that one. So I'm just running the conditioner through the hair, and whenever I put something on my hair and run it through, I also like to brush it through. So I'm just brushing the hair through, making sure that it becomes smooth and there's no tangles. And when I'm satisfied with that, I then go in with my mousse and I do the same thing. I run it through with my fingers first, and then I brush it through. And now I'm going to be doing some finger coils, mainly near the ends. And also, you may have noticed that sometimes I use mousse and sometimes I use gel. And I've noticed that it does become more defined if I use gel. If I use mousse, it's like a more natural look in the end. Like the curls are defined but not too defined, just like, oh, that's your curl pattern, like as if I didn't put work in for that curl pattern. Whereas with gel, it's like, yeah, you put work in for that curl pattern. So now I'm just using the diffuser on medium speed and medium heat. And I've also noticed that with mousse it takes longer to dry. With gel, it's like so much quicker. But here I am now, nearly done with diffusing, and I'm liking the volume it's given me. Now I'm seeing it like more put together. I think I've already cut this hair off camera.
Okay, so my hair is all dry now, and I'm really liking the shape. I'm really liking. I think it looks so natural. Afro pick to just add some volume to my hair. So I'm really just picking up the roots. I don't want to undo the work I've just done. So I'm really just doing it at the roots, just making his hair nice and big. Now to blend my roots like here with the hair, I'm going to use a soft brush and I'm just going to brush. That's really it, just brush. The more you brush, the more natural it begins to look. Oh, look at that.
So here I actually cut it a bit shorter, so now it's like shoulder length.
That's a good length? Yes, yes it is. I agree. I agree. I got a fro. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Watch out for the live tutorial coming on YouTube. I'm going to, I think I'm going to use synthetic hair because that's more accessible. We can do it together, just buy some synthetic hair. I might just do Cherry Deep Twist because that's one that's very, very popular. Let me know what you think. Do you think I should use synthetic hair? I think I should use synthetic hair, and I'm going to use Cherry Deep Twist, or I can use a synthetic version of like this kinky curly hair. I think I know a couple that I could use. Let me know. Let me know. Should we do synthetic? Should we do Cherry Deep Twist together? Or like a kinky curly synthetic crochet hair together? What should we do? Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, I see like my channel's growing and I'm so thankful because like, oh yeah, I'm actually doing this for a reason. Like, this was great to actually get content out and then have people that give me feedback, have you guys watching, have you guys liking, have you guys subscribing. It honestly feels so nice, so thank you so much. I'll see ya in my next one. Alright, see you later.
I'm looking so stiff here because guys, my neck is blessed in Jesus' name, it's healed. You know, words are powerful, so that's why I'm just claiming that my neck is healed in Jesus' name. But yeah, I'm feeling something in my neck right now, so I'm moving all stiff. Anyway, this is what the hair looks like in a puff. Remember, there is no leave out at all, but look at that, it looks like it's growing from my scalp.